Hi there, it's Wednesday, August 6th. The dogs and I are in Chadwick. It's about 9:45. Yeah, we came. Rainbow kept last 2 days. She's been looking at me giving like over the shoulder side eye looks. Like I could be in Chadwick running around right now doing dog stuff that you wouldn't understand because you're not a dog. So she's here. She's just doing a big goofy grin. So anyways, we're here. I am going to start in the front yard. There's like 4 trees that have taken root and are growing. I'm gonna cut those down and get the dead branches off the sidewalk because I always forget to do that because it's like the last thing on my mind. But I'm gonna do that, and then more apples have fallen, so I'm gonna pick those up. And I was hoping to rake up the hay that I didn't get done from this section. It didn't rain, I don't think. I think it's just like the humidity because it's kicked up again, but it's all wet right now, so it would have to dry off for me to be able to rake it. So we'll see. We're basically here so that the dogs can run around. It's hot. Anyways, later. Hi there. It is just after 4 p.m. on Wednesday, August 6th. I did not realize it was that late. We got here 9:45-ish, I think. So we're gonna just take a quick walk around and then get out of here. The skies are looking a little overcast. I haven't checked the weather for a while. I just know it's getting hotter. And it's supposed to, but I don't know if there's rain in the forecast. So today I didn't really have much of a game plan. I just wanted to try to get a bunch of small wins, so I felt like I was accomplishing stuff. I did not rake, but I did get around here and we did that. So, and then over here in this section, that and that, I thought those were just really tall weeds, but they actually had woody stems, so they were either some kind of tree or bush, so I had to cut those out. They weren't weeds, but yeah, so I got this, and I'm having trouble seeing the screen even though it's kind of overcast, but this is some kind of lavender, I think. But yeah, so I got this weeded out, and so I took care of that. I had wanted to extend this out. I've done that before. Obviously, when I planted these, they were much smaller, and the next year I came and I extended it out, and then I've been wanting to extend it out even further as they get bigger, but that did not happen. Ooh, off balance. So, but, and then that section I just basically cut the trees out of. Oh, and then the front section, I cut there was like 4 or 5 random small trees that were growing, and then I picked the branches up off the sidewalk. So, but put the garbage can back here. There was a white one and I pulled that in, but I put this back because the hostas, I haven't really looked at them. I walk by them when I mow all the time, but I don't really look at them, and they've gotten really huge and they need to be dug up and spread out, and they'll probably go under the apple tree. And when I do that, I'm going to need water to water them in, and this is a really good place for collecting water. That brute can was full of water. That's why I dumped it out the other day and brought it inside, because I figured it was just a breeding ground for mosquitoes, but put it back. So, and then took the white can in. So, and then I cleared out along here and then along here, and I found something out today that I didn't know, but this there is cement down there. So I don't know if that's another step or what that is. But after a couple years of rotating and digging out, I finally hit some cement. So I don't know what that is. But so I cut all those woody tree things out, so all that tall growth is gone here. And I did extend this out to make it look a little nicer. So, and then again, these have gotten really full. It looks like one giant hosta. I don't remember exactly how many were in there. So, and then I attempted to get some of this done. So I kind of got all in here and then kind of up and around there, and then collected the apples out. So I made some progress, but yeah, I still have more to do. My weapons are leaning up against the fence. I don't know if you can tell, they're going home with me. I tidied up that area. There was a lilac bush that grew there, and I like that. And then this monstrosity of a mulberry tree grew, and I don't like that. So I have been slowly cutting the branches off it. Eventually I'll get it all cut down. But yeah, but you can see Rainbow and Foxy, they lay in the grass and the dirt to stay cool. And then I noticed I have 2 more random ears or stalks or whatever you call them of corn. So there's more corn growing right there, and the other one. But yeah, so I guess they're blowing in from the farmer's fields. So, and that's pretty much all I got done. I didn't get that done, or I didn't get anything there done. So, and then here's the new stuff I dumped into the compost bin. I felt like the roots of the corn were exposed, so I was dumping a bunch of it here, and then I dumped some here, and then this is what the vertical composting looks like with all those branches. And then, oh yeah, those dead ones, the apple tree, it's been dying for years, so those are branches from the apple tree that I cut because they kept poking me, or trying to poke me in the eye. So I finally cut those down. You can see, I don't know if you can see some of the dead branches, but yeah, so we're exhausted. But we're gonna get going. Don't know when I will be back. So anyways, later.